Hello everyone, ColeManX here. You know, recently I've been thinking about the box art for the original Rockman X, and really, can you blame me? Not only is the composition great, but it also perfectly sells the idea of this being a bigger, better, and badder Mega Man. But there is something about it that feels a bit off. Well, let's see. It includes every important character from the game, so we've got X, okay, and there's Zero. In the back we've got all 8 Mavericks, okay, and there's Sigma, so that's everyone, right? Well, not quite. One very important character seems to be missing. Where's Vile? Did you ever even notice that he was missing? Well, maybe he was actually there all along. This big green guy here is RT55J, more commonly known as Boob Eyes. He's the Robot Sumo Yokozuna mini-boss in Sting Chameleon stage, the one that guards the body parts capsule. As great as his design is, he's a pretty minor character in the grand scheme of things, especially compared to everyone else featured here. Heck, he's bigger and more prominent than almost every other character on the box. Obvious personal bias aside, why would such a minor character be on the box at all, and right next to Sigma at that? I don't see any other mini-bosses here, so what gives? I just can't help feeling that Boob Eyes was originally meant to have a much more important role than he ended up with in the final game. Before the final version of Rockman X that we all know, we were first introduced to the game with these pre-release images that feature a mysterious stage, which has come to be known as the White City. This stage, which only exists in old, blurry screenshots from CES 93, is thought to have been the original opening stage for the game, before it eventually became the central highway stage that we all know and love, and will remember, for many, many years to come. The White City stage may have been cut from the final game, but we do get a look at the boss of the stage, and look who it is. Boob Eyes. Seeing Boob Eyes as the boss of the opening stage, as well as the box art favoring him over Vile, leads me to believe that Boob Eyes was originally the Vile character. Not to say that Boob Eyes was Vile, just that he would have been that recurring boss that bookends the adventure. Certain aspects of his fight in the final game suggest some sort of deeper connection between the two. Much like Vile in his right armor, Boob Eyes is a huge, imposing figure. He may not be completely invulnerable to damage, but he still blocks all shots from the front, and shows no signs of damage until he starts letting off smoke. Like Vile, Boob Eyes swings his arm out as he hurls his fist, or claw, at X as his major attack. He may do this at a distance by using a long chain, but if X manages to land the finishing blow while it's extended, said chain will be blown clean off, much like the right armor's arm after being blasted by Zero. And, just like Vile, Boob Eyes can grab X with his mighty claw. However, unlike Vile, Boob Eyes doesn't keep him around for long. Perhaps when Boob Eyes still had Vile's role, this claw grab may have been what incapacitated X, instead of Vile's right armor. Either way, Zero shows up to save the day. But if he was supposed to be the original Vile, then why would Capcom replace him? I mean, he's got it all, doesn't he? He's big, buff, and intimidating. Well, okay, maybe not all that intimidating. He's actually kinda goofy. I mean, could you imagine this guy waiting for you in Sigma's fortress? Zero would have to make the ultimate sacrifice to save you from this.
Intruder detected. No!
Nah. Boob Eyes just isn't the right match for the part. Maybe Zero's just jealous of his massive boob lights and doesn't want to be upstaged. But really, the Vile we got makes a lot more sense in this role. He's the kind of guy you love to hate, you know? You could never hate this guy. Look at that face. That's a face you could trust. In the end, I'm glad we got Vile. I may be the biggest Boob Eyes fan out there. Well, next to X, anyway. But you have to admit that Vile is just cool. So cool, in fact, that he refused to appear on the box art of any game that he was featured in. That is dedication to the bit. Well, not... Assuming this switch actually happened, I'd like to say that someone on the Capcom team must have still really liked the Boob Eyes design, so he snuck him into X2. Several times, actually. He may be dead and gone, but he will live on in our boobs forever. If you'd like a more in-depth look at Boob Eyes, let me know. I'd love to talk about him some more. So, what do you think? Do you think that the box art in White City showcasing Boob Eyes instead of Vile has any deeper meaning? Was Vile actually meant to be there all along, or was this originally Boob Eyes' time to shine? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And, as always, a big thanks to our channel members. SilBee, Dano, Asterisk, Dornor, Sprinkwing, Masterman, Kelserin, Van Jackson, Catfry, and the rest of our supporters. Do you think there's something to this, or is Vile just camera shy? And, really, let me know if you want a full video on Boob Eyes. I'd love to do one. Okay, see you next time. Well, you gotta get out of the way. There you go. Come on. Or not. You better not toot on the microphone. Oh, it's okay, you can toot. Come here. You can sit on Daddy. Oh, there we go.